Hello CIS scholars, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good and you have started your writing work also, right? And if not started yet, you must have to start now, okay? Because now we are on 4th lesson and 3 lessons we have completed already, so you have to start your writing work, okay? I, Yogita Singh, your English educator. Scholars, today I am going to continue our 4th chapter. Scholars, in my previous video, I explained you parts of speech. There are total 8 parts of speech. Okay, in previous video, I explained you 8 parts of speech. So today, in this video, I am going to solve our exercises. Okay, exercise A of 4th chapter, that is spot the nouns, pronouns and adjectives in the sentences given below and complete the grid. So what you have to do in this exercise, first you have to read all sentences very carefully, okay, and then you have to spot the nouns, means you have to find out nouns, pronouns and adjective, 3 things, okay. You have to find out nouns, pronouns and adjectives in each of the sentence, okay. Then what you have to do, then afterwards you have to write that nouns, pronouns and adjectives in the given grid. This you have to do in your textbook only. No need to write this exercise in your notebooks. Okay scholars, so let's start. First one, Ravi is here with some sweet grapes for you. So scholars, in our previous video I told you what is noun. Noun, naming words. Naming words of what? Naming words of any person, place, thing or an animal can be called as noun. So here Ravi is name of a person, name of a boy, right? So Ravi will come here in this grid, in this column of nouns, okay. Then next is pronouns. So we have to search in sentence 1 that what is pronoun. Pronoun means the word which can be used in place of noun, okay, the word which can be used in place of noun. So Ravi is here with some sweet grapes for you. You is name of some person, right? But here instead of name, what is written here? Instead of any name, it's written you, okay. So the word which can be used in place of noun can be called as pronoun. So you will be here as a pronoun, okay. So next one is what we have to find out. We have to find out adjective. What is adjectives, scholars? The word which describes more about nouns, right? The word which describes more about nouns. So Ravi is here with some sweet grapes for you. Sweet grapes, sweet is telling us more about grapes, okay. Sweet is the word which tells us more about grapes. So sweet is working here as an adjective, okay scholars. Okay, so now let's see second sentence. In second sentence, the big boy wanted to monitor the noisy class in her absence, okay. So the big boy, the boy is working here as a noun, and the big boy, big word is working here as an adjective. This word is telling us more about the boy. How is the boy? The boy is big, okay. The big boy, so the boy comes as noun and big word comes as adjective, okay. Next what we have to find out? Pronoun. The big boy wanted to monitor the noisy class in her absence. in her absence. Her is someone else, right? So her word comes in place of a noun, so it can be called as a pronoun here. Okay, her is working here as a pronoun. And adjective, which one is adjective? I told you big and noisy. Big and noisy are working here as an adjective. Why? Because class, how is class? Class is noisy. Okay, so these two sentences I did here, and the rest of the sentence you have to do by yourself. You have to try to find out nouns, pronouns and adjective. How you will find out? You have to see my previous video, and in that I explain you what are nouns, what are pronouns, what are adjectives, all 8 parts of speech. Okay, so by watching that video or by reading your book thoroughly, you will be able to solve rest of the questions. Okay scholars, now let's see next exercise. Exercise B. In the sentences given below, underline the verbs and circle the adverbs. Verbs means what? Action word or the word which help the sentence to, which helps us to give complete meaning to the sentence. Okay, so we have to find out that, and we have to circle verbs, and we have to underline the verbs. And what we have to circle? We have to circle the adverbs. What are adverbs? This is also part of a speech, but the word which tells or which modifies our verb or the action word can be called as adverb. Okay, or in common language we can say the word which tells us more about adverb, more about verb can be called as adverb. Now let's see first sentence. Isha's grandmother snored loudly. What Isha's mother is doing? Isha's mother snored. She snored. Snored means while sleeping. If someone is making noise while sleeping, that is called as snored. Okay, Isha's grandmother snored. How she snored? Loudly. She was snoring, and how she was snoring? She was snoring loudly. So snored word is working here as verb. Okay, it's working here as verb. So what we have to do? We have to underline the verbs. And how that action takes place? Loudly. How she snored? She snored loudly. So what we have to do with adverbs? We have to circle the adverbs. Okay, so our first sentence we did. Now second one, Tabitha played in the stadium yesterday. Tabitha played. So played is a verb, action word. So we have to underline this. And Tabitha played in the stadium. When she played? She played yesterday. So this is adverb. Which adverb? Adverb of time. Okay, adverb of time it is. So yesterday is working here as adverb. So we have to underline the verb played, and we have to circle the adverb yesterday. Okay scholars, so what you have to do, just try once to solve this rest of the sentence, and then we will move towards the next exercise. Identify the parts of speech of the underlined words in the given sentences. Simple it is, right? Already everything is given here. Just we have to find out the underlined part of underlined words. Which part of this? Means total 8 parts of speech. So the underlined word comes in which category? That we have to find out. My head is spinning due to work stress. Right? My head. So head word is underlined here. This word comes in which category? This word comes in noun. Why? Because we are talking about the name of the thing. What is spinning here? My head is spinning. So my head word is working as a Noun, name of the thing. Okay. So second sentence, did you head to the office after the call? So here same word, right? Scholars, please pay attention. Same word, my head and did you head. Here head works as a noun, but here head works as a verb. Why? Did you head to the office after the call? Means in this here this one is interrogative sentence, and someone is asking that after receiving call, did you move towards office, or did you started preparation to go to office, like that. So here head is working as a verb. Okay. Any word can work as noun or verb, so you don't be confused. Just see that at the present time and in that sentence that verb is working as which part of a speech. Okay, so rest of the sentence you have to do by yourself. I am going to solve few sentences and rest you have to do by yourself. Okay. Next exercise. In the following passage, some of the underlined words are used as noun and some as verbs. Write N above the words that are used as nouns and V over the words that are used as verbs. What we have to do, same which we did in previous exercise, but the pattern is different here. So underlined words are there which we have to tell whether they are working as a verb or whether they are working as a noun. Okay. Pip was badly wounded. We wound a towel around the wound and decided that we should call for the ambulance. Okay, we wound a towel. We wound a towel around the wound. So here this wound is working as a verb, right? This wound is working as a verb. Around the wound and decided. Around the wound. Now second wound here is working as a noun. Okay. Why? Because by the first wound we are getting some action. We can find some action is going on with this word, and the second wound is telling us the name of the thing around which they decided to wound a towel. Okay. Yes, scholars. So you have to do rest of the paragraph by yourself. Next is E exercise. Here 8 words are given and you have to make 2 sentences for each of the word. For example, benefit word is there, right? So you have to make 2 sentences for the benefit word. In first sentence you have to use benefit as a verb, and in second sentence you have to use benefit as a noun, in the same way as we did in B exercise, that with head word. Okay, so first, benefit as a verb. The project will benefit the local community as a whole. Some project is there which will be benefited to the local community as a whole. So here benefit work is working as a verb, and the second sentence benefit noun. Benefit is working as a noun. Many people will find some kind of benefit from this work. Many people will find. Okay, what they will find? Some kind of benefit. So already action word is there, that is will find. So here benefit is working as a noun. Next word is comfort. When we will take it as a verb, I need some comfort right now. This can be a sentence. Okay, because here comfort is working as a verb, and in next sentence comfort is working as a noun, like I don't like going out of my comfort zone. Okay, so here comfort zone, in this phrase comfort is working as a noun. I don't like going out. I don't like, this is verb and comfort zone is a noun. Okay scholars, so in this exercise what you have to do, you have to write adjective, A for adjective and N for nouns. Like here on the colored words, a race horse is a horse that runs in races. A race horse, horse is a noun here, and race word is telling the quality of the horse. Okay, which type of horse it is? It is a kind of race horse. So a race horse, here race is working as a adjective, and is a horse that runs in races. So races word is working here as a noun. Okay, in second sentence, a horse race is a race for horses. A horse race, same thing which we did here in first sentence. A horse race, horse is working here as working it here as an adjective, because we are talking about race. Race is working as a noun, so horse is working here as an adjective. A horse race is a race for horses. Horses is working here as a noun. It's little bit confusing, but you can do, I know. You have to see and read all the sentences very carefully. It's last exercise. Here is a simple recipe to make bhajia. What you have to do, you have to write adjective, A for adjective and V for verb on the underlined words. Cut the vegetables into slices. So cut is working here as a verb, because by that word we are getting some action. We are doing, someone is doing some action. Cut the vegetables into slices, right? So some action is going on by the word cut. Keep the cut vegetables aside. Keep is working as a verb here. Okay, keep word is working as a verb, and again the cut word is working as an adjective. So keep the cut vegetables aside. Heat a pan. Heat is working as a verb, action word. Heat a pan, some order or command is there, imperative type of sentence. Heat a pan. Then pour some oil in the heated pan. Pour some oil. Pour word is working here as a verb, and heated pan is working as a adjective. Okay, very simple this one is. So scholars, try to do by yourself. Okay, in next video we will start something new, and I hope you are writing with me, and don't leave your task for next day. Complete it on the same day, scholars. Okay, bye bye, take care.